Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel again. My name is Ksenia, and today I'm here with another video. Somewhere in the nature again. It's very beautiful. You know, the time right now is 7 something. I think it's close to 8 a.m. It's Saturday. I woke up quite early today. Actually, the same time I wake up usually during my working days. Even though I went to sleep a bit later, still my biological clock wants to be stable, be steady. It just doesn't want me to wake up in a different time, I guess. Yeah, today's topic I would like to discuss about is the food that we are eating nowadays. And unfortunately, I have very bad news for you guys. Because the food that we're eating, it's not good quality. An average person is eating a lot of ultra-processed foods. The food nowadays contains a lot of pesticides, steroids, antibiotics, if you think about the meat or chicken or pork, different kinds of meats. It contains a lot of chemicals, a lot of conservatives, preservatives. Think about pink hams. Think about processed sausages. There's a lot of different stuff inside it. And that's the reason food lives long enough. You know, up to 3 years. It's an insane long period. But if you remove all these conservatives, preservatives, and chemicals and E numbers, you know these E numbers that I'm talking about, the food will just die. It's not gonna last for such a long time. And we need to be aware of this. Unfortunately, it doesn't necessarily mean that we lack the knowledge about that. It's because that we maybe don't care. We don't realize the consequences of what can happen if we consume such food as a majority of our nutrition. It's very dangerous. Another story is about takeaway. It has become a trend in our society. You know, if you don't want to cook, there's no necessity to cook nowadays. You can just order takeaway straight away, get your phone, click on certain buttons, and in 30-40 minutes you have the food ready, cold or hot depending what you have ordered, next to your door that you can immediately consume. But there's something we are not aware about regarding takeaway. There's this one research conducted by the Technical University of Denmark that I read a couple of months ago. They found out, specifically in Denmark, they have not taken the entire global scope, but specifically in Denmark, the portion of takeaway has grown in the past 20 years by around 50%. You know, this might not be the most right number, I might lie a bit, but what I want to say with this number that I have just conducted, it has grown a very insane amount in the past years. You know, I ordered one takeaway dish, I think it was rice curry or something. It sounded healthy because it contains rice, it contains chicken, there might be some veggies as well. There is a sauce. I mean, what can be bad about that? When the takeaway comes to me, because I was working from home that day and I was too lazy to cook, I paid some price. It was like $13 or something per small portion. You know, what's tricky here? What's surprising here? I picked the smallest portion from, you know, there are different sizes you can choose from in the takeaway. I picked the smallest one, and what arrives to me is a small bowl of rice curry locked with a plastic cover, you know. And when I open this and put everything to the plate, I see, whoa, that's actually a lot of food. The plate is like super full, super messy. The amount I usually eat compared to that is 2 times smaller. That's insane. And of course, I ate the entire rice curry. But I could not eat the entire thing because I suddenly became so full. And I just left it. And then some hours passed. And I look at this food that was left. And I decided, I'm not going to eat. It's not fresh anymore. It's not the same. Yeah, I just threw it away. It's a waste of money if you think about that. And what this research conducted in Denmark found out was that the amount of kebab, this type of meat, has increased. Well, I'm probably gonna lie here, but it has increased around 2 times compared to what it was 20 years ago on average. Do you see the trends? The takeaway that we order today, it's full of calories, full of fats, full of nothing, so to speak. There's not enough veggies, there's not enough fiber, there's nothing inside. And people are still ordering. I mean, it's okay to order takeaway from time to time. Because we all have these lazy days when we don't want to cook, don't want to do groceries. That's a good human nature. Yeah, to be tired sometimes. And it's okay to press the button like once a month, or depending what kind of threshold you have here. And if you order in such frequency, that's fine. That's completely fine. Nothing's gonna happen if you order some rice curry or some pizza or a burger or French fries and consume it. But if you do this consistently, that becomes a problem. Not only there's less nutritions, more calories, bigger portions. It's also very expensive. I mean, you pay the price for that. It's much cheaper to go to the supermarket and buy the food there and prepare it yourself. Some people have just become super lazy. Yeah, it's a very interesting topic to discuss. It has become super convenient, I get that. Businesses are earning money because of that. They're preparing these small portions. They're not small portions, but big portions as well. They're delivering to the households. They're earning money, I get that. And if you remove all this takeaway businesses, they're gonna die. If people, I think somebody was coming there, but hopefully not towards my direction. It's because there is a walking path next to this place, like, I don't know, let's say 60 meters. And I just heard some voices, so people are passing by, people are waking up. It's around 8 a.m. And I really hope that they're not gonna go towards my direction. I really hope so. I don't think so. Nobody's coming here. Nobody's embracing the beauty of nature. I mean, of course, I'm lying here. I'm sorry. Not nobody, but the majority of people. They're not doing that. Yeah, I think they're gone right now. Okay, good. So, what I was focusing about, I was talking about takeaway food, about how less nutrition it has become, about how high in calories it is, high in trans-saturated fats. There's no benefit from them, and they're expensive. I was talking about takeaway businesses. If suddenly people become super healthy and aware about, okay, takeaway is very bad, we're not going to buy that anymore, it's expensive, it's less nutritious, these businesses are going to die. That's it. Yeah? That's what we need to realize. We've become dependent on supermarkets, and that's a completely normal thing. I don't think we need to be afraid of that or frightened about that. It's just good to realize that we are dependent on them. If we suddenly cut out all the vegetable productions in Italy, Spain, and southern countries where we mostly receive all the fruits and vegetables from, if we cut everything this and if we cut the supermarkets, we would have no idea what to do, how to survive. Perhaps we would be forced to build the farm and grow the food ourselves, or maybe die. Just realize this fact. We are dependent on our supermarkets. People don't realize that when they go there and shop every day. They consider it as a social norm. I mean, it is a social norm, but they consider this something for granted. They don't realize what would happen if this suddenly would vanish. Yeah? Just think about that. It'll be an exercise for you. Do this exercise. Just think about for 2-3 minutes. What would happen if we would remove all the supermarkets? Whoa. I would be freaking scared. I would have no idea what to do. I guess I would find ways to grow my own food. I don't know. But luckily we have a good reality. It's very unlikely it's going to happen. Just an exercise from my side to you to think about how important it is in our days. Yeah, there are so many health problems because of the food that we're consuming. We eat a lot of calories, less fiber, less vegetables, more meat, more fats, more pizzas, more pastas. And if you consume only this every single day and nothing else, well, sorry, but I have no words for you. Do you know why we suffer from cancer, cardiovascular diseases, Alzheimer, Parkinson? It's mainly because of the food that we consume. Lack of motion, lack of sleep. Basically 2 things, motion and food. And if we fix just these 2 things, we would become more healthy. If everybody is suddenly going to become healthy, the hospitals will vanish because there will be no demand. Just think about that again. What if everybody is going to be healthy? Just realize the fact that, okay, there will be no existence for hospitals, no revenue, no profits. Because literally there are going to be no people coming and using their services or going to a doctor. The demand is going to become less. It's freaking insane to realize this as well. That's going to be exercise number 2 for you. Think about that as well. Just realize the fact that hospitals are going to vanish if everybody's going to be healthy. It's not possible that everybody's going to be healthy. But with this channel, I would like to increase the number of people becoming healthy by shooting these videos, bringing awareness about the food that we're eating, the lack of motion we have right now because we are going to the offices and sitting there for the entire day and they're not doing enough stretch exercises, warming up our butts, etc. It's a very big problem. We need to talk about that a bit more. Yeah, it's very hard to avoid pesticides and fertilizers that are brought into the vegetables because otherwise we would not produce such an amount. You probably know about the pesticide spike in the last century's mid-50s or something. So basically the people invented fertilizers which could result in bigger yields of agriculture, bringing profits and feeding more people around the world. It was especially important after World War II. People were lacking food. They wanted to survive. And the invention of the fertilizer basically saved the humanity. Yeah, it has brought some benefits. But if you consume chemicals too much, again, it affects you. It's a bit hard to get rid of that, so to speak. The tip I would like to share to you to avoid this, because there is a way to avoid this, or at least reduce the amount of pesticides you consume. It's simply go to the local market of farmers selling vegetables or other organic products, honey, meat, fish. Just go there. There's probably something in your local area. I'm pretty sure about that. Use this opportunity. On the other hand, there's going to be a lot of people, but you don't really care about that. Just buy something organic and high quality instead of going to the supermarket. It's fine to go to the supermarket. I'm not saying it's bad. Of course, it's better than takeaway. But if you have the opportunity, go to the local markets and buy good stuff. Buy fresh, local, good stuff. High quality. You're not going to regret that for sure. So the key takeaway is be aware of the food that you're eating. Consume a lot of fiber, vegetables. Of course, don't forget about proteins and carbs. Don't mess up with your calories. It's okay to order takeaway from time to time, but don't let this become your main lifestyle, okay? And remember to go to the nature. Today is another sunny day. The sun is shining directly to my face, and I hope this looks astonishing in the video and bring some life here. Just enjoy life and consume food a bit more mindful. Don't rush, don't overeat, chew the food. I mean, you have probably heard about these tips so friggin' much. You just forget about them instantly and don't think about that. I tend to do the same, but it's important to remind yourself, okay, if I have eaten enough, I'm full, just stop, don't continue. Otherwise, you're gonna feel bad. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you appreciate it. See you next time on another fascinating topic I will talk about in the next video. Bye bye. Cheers.